Welcome to Pastor's Chat today. We're in Revelations 13, and if you remember from chapters 10 to 14, we're looking at the middle of the tribulation, and here in chapter 13 we see two beasts. The first beast in the first part of the chapter comes out of the sea. We talked about him. That's the Antichrist, the second person of the unholy satanic trinity. And then in verse 11, another beast comes up out of the earth, and that is, of course, the false prophet, as he's named later in the book of Revelation, and we've been talking about him. Now, he does several things, but the main thing he does is point and give attention to the Antichrist. He's prophesying, this is God, this is the Christ, this is the Messiah, this is the ruler of the world, worship him, this is Caesar, you must bow to Caesar. And so he calls the world to worship the Antichrist. And the way he did it, he made an image in the temple. And there he caused the temple to come to life, as we talked about yesterday. Now he does something else too, and that's what we'll see as we finish out this chapter. And so he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on their right hand or on their foreheads, so that no one may buy or sell except one who has the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here's wisdom. Let him who has understanding calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. His number is 666. Now, for sure, these few verses right here are the most talked about in the book of Revelation, and that is this mystical number 666. So what does the false prophet do? So he causes everyone to take a mark, either in his forehand or his forehand or his forehead, and without this mark, which is 666, you can neither buy nor sell. Now, we understand that this mark itself is probably not the letters or the numbers 666 stamped in big letters across people's forehead. But what we believe it is some type of computerized system that is able to mark every person on planet Earth. Kind of like here just recently when COVID took place and you were told you had to get a COVID vaccine, which would be now along with a COVID passport, and you could neither fly nor go anywhere or be anywhere or eat in any restaurant without your COVID passport. And some even indicated that this was something that in the vaccine was put into a human body, and these machines could read whether you had had the vaccine or not. Now we know for a fact already computerization has made it such that a little chip can be inserted in your forehead or in your hand now that can identify you with a number that lets you buy or sell. People are using it already. And of course, we've been using credit cards for years. We had Social Security numbers for years in America that number you, mark you, and let the government know who you are, where you are, what you're doing, and what's going on about you. And so it's getting more and more invasive even in America as far as being a person that's numbered. And it's sad to say, but people have become numbers rather than persons and individuals. And so we see this already happening. And so in the middle of the tribulation, this false prophet causes everyone to take this number. Now, we're not sure exactly. We just know 666 is the number of man. Man was created on the sixth day. 7 is the number of perfection. That's the number of God. So Satan can't have that number. So he takes the number of man, and it's a humanistic world. It's a global world. It's a world where we worship man and we worship a beast in the image of the Antichrist. So anyway, it's a terrible time. It's a time that's going to happen, and it's on its way. Technology is here to make sure it can happen, and you can neither buy nor sell. And in chapter 14, we'll see what happens to those who take the mark of the beast, because you have to choose to take that mark, and if you refuse, you will not be able to buy or sell, and you will be killed. Well, that's chapter 13. Get ready for chapter 14. I hope you'll read ahead. Well, I'm telling you, my friend, the world is set up for this one world economic system with Antichrist. God bless you, and you have a wonderful, wonderful day.